Start loosening the back, arms in a T. Start dropping the knees side to side once you've pulled up the heels to your bum. Still a few deep breaths here. The shoulder blades flat if you can. Inhale in the middle, exhale as you drop the knee to the side. If you want to pull the top knee up to the opposite of shoulder, still keeping the shoulder blades flat. Make this the last one each way. Once you've done that, back to center, feet flat, arms by your side to prepare for some shoulder bridges. And start scooping the pelvis, lifting the bum up, inhale. Exhale, bring the bum back onto the mat. Make sure you're keeping the feet hip distance. You keep your neck long and you spread your fingertips by your sides. One more time. Staying up with the last one. And we're opening the shoulders, the hips. So once you're on the top, scoop the pelvis even more. There shouldn't be any tension on your back. I'm interlacing fingers under the hips. Tucking shoulder blades under. Elbows straight. Maybe pressing the heels of your hands together if it's there. And press the little fingers into the mat. That should lift your hips higher. Point the knees towards the front rather than dropping out to the outside, the edge of your feet. And again, scoop the pelvis. So you might feel it in your glutes, in your hamstrings. Lift your chin off your chest. Hold it for one more breath. Release the shoulder blades, release the hands. Release the hips onto the mat, vertebra by vertebra. Hug the knees into your chest. Rock side to side a few times. Hang on to the top of your knees and separate them, pull them apart. Knees are coming towards your armpits. Feel a bit of stretch in your inner thighs. And carry on circling all the way around to loosen your hip joint. Change the direction of the circles. Keep separating the knees, pull them apart. Feel the stretch in the knees, inner thighs. Last one. Bring the knees back together once you've done that big circle. Lift the head and shoulders. Press the lower back into the mat. Start activating the stomach muscles. Neck in neutral. I'm putting fingertips around the ears, widening the elbows if it's there. Bringing legs into tabletop position and hold. We've got 3 breaths here. If you can keep your lower back flat and the elbows wide. See if you want to open your straighten your knees and maybe drop slightly lower. Make sure you're not hanging out of the hip flexors, and hold it for 2 more. And hold it for 1 more. Hug the knees into the chest. I'm keeping the shoulders high because I'm going to roll myself up and over the ankles to bring myself into all fours. But if you want to push yourself onto your side, that's good too. I'm rolling up and over the ankles. Please be careful with the knees. And then once you're on your hands and knees, scooch back to the middle of the mat. And let's do cat and cows, stacking shoulders, hips. Inhale, chin up, tailbone up, long neck. Exhale, tuck the chin, tailbone under. Take a few rounds, loosen your back, stretch the stomach muscles. Make this the last round. Find your neutral spine. Find the box position, the long neck. Extend the left leg to the back. Level the hips and shoulders. Make sure your right arm is straight. Flex your left foot and pump the left heel up to the sky for 10, 9. Make sure you're squeezing the left bum cheek and you're keeping your spine in neutral. You're not feeling anything in your lower back. For 4, 3, 2, hold it up there. Flex the left knee, bend it, flex the foot still. Make sure the left knee is pointing to the back. Lengthen the left side of your waist and your right arm and pump your left heel up to the sky for another 10, 9, just to make sure that left glute is switched on. Again, draw the belly button in and up towards the sky for 3, 2, 1. I'm straightening the left leg, tucking the left toes under. Round your lumbar spine, draw your belly button in, press into the heels of your hands. And pull the right knee into your chest and maybe tap it to your nose. Give it an exhale. And bring it across to the outside, right outside of your mat. Tap it onto the mat if you can. Put it up to your chest, maybe touch it to your nose. And pull it across to the left side of the mat like a rainbow. Do that once more. Up to the nose, over to the right side. Tap. Exhale, pull it up to the nose. Inhale, left side of the mat. Exhale, up to the nose. Tap it the outside. Bring it up to the nose. Step into a downward dog. Press the right foot back onto the mat, bum high. And pedal out your first downward dog. Spread the fingertips. If you need to take a break in child's pose, might be a good idea to do that. Stay with me, but I promise I will give your wrists a bit of a break in a sec. And now I'm dropping the knees. I'm lying onto my front. Find yourself on your stomach. Feet hip distance. Bring your hands out into a Y shape. Press the fingertips onto the mat. Press the top of the feet into the mat. And lift the shoulders. Press into the hands. Inhale. Drop the head back on the top of the movement if you want. Exhale, come back onto the mat. Any back pain, put your feet wider than your mat. Inhale, lift. Exhale, come back. Mobility in your spine. Neck is long, shoulders away from the ears. Inhale, keep pressing into the fingertips. Exhale, bring it back. Do that one more time. Inhale, lift. And exhale, bring it back. Bring the hands under your shoulders, your feet hip distance, sit back into child's pose. Take a big inhale as you sit back. Stay there, I'm tucking the toes under. And then once you've sat back, come onto the fingertips, straight elbows, and rock side to side as you're dropping your chest through, lengthening the front of your shoulders at the same time. You're sitting your bum back towards your toes. One more breath. Hands flat and find high plank position. Bring your shoulders above the wrists. Hold your high plank just to find the tummy muscles. And drop the left knee under your left hip. Let's start doing the other side, starting with the glutes. I'm lifting the right heel behind me, flexing the right foot. Pressing the left heel of the hand, so the left arm is straight. Level your hips and shoulders and draw the belly button upwards. Pump your right heel up to the sky, your right knee still straight for 10, 9, squeeze the right glute so you can feel that you're switching it on. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and hold it up there. Bend the right knee, still flexing the foot. Point the right knee to the back, press into the left heel of the hand one more time, level the hips, lengthen the right side of your waist. Pump the right heel up, but draw the belly button up as well for 10, 9, make sure the movement is coming from your glutes. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Tuck the right toes under. Tuck your pelvis. Pull the left knee up to your nose. Exhale. Tap it on the outside of the left side of the mat. Inhale. Exhale, pull it up to your nose. Tap it onto the right side of the mat across. Inhale. Exhale, pull it up. Do that twice more. Left side. Inhale. Exhale up to the nose. Right side. Inhale. Exhale up to the nose. And we do that one more time. I'm shaking in the stomach muscles. Bring it back to the nose. And step the left foot back. Bum up high, downward dog. And finally, relief in the stomach muscles. Pedal your heels out. Spread the fingertips. Push your hips side to side. Bit of movement, lengthening your shoulders. The more you push your weight back, upwards with this tailbone, the more you're going to give the wrists a bit of a break, and they need it. Walk the feet to the front of the mat and let's sit into a wide yogic squat. Take your time to walk forward, widen your feet, toes turning out, and the heels are flat if you can. Let's sit down into the first yogic squat, stretching your groin. Press the elbows onto the insides of the knees, lift the chest. Move if you need to, or find your static stretch here. Lengthen the neck as well. You might want to circle into the wrists if you manage to take the hands off the mat. Maybe make a fist and extend the fingers a few times. Bring the hands back onto the mat, push your bum up and bring your feet hip distance, heel toe them in. Inhale, halfway lift, flatten the back. You might want to have the fingertips on your shins. Exhale, fold and dangle down. Bend the knees quite generously. Hang your head, grab the elbows with the opposite hand, then swing side to side. Take long breaths. Make sure your neck is free from tension as well if you want to look side to side to check it. One more breath. Come back to center. I'm bringing the fingertips onto the mat and heel toeing the feet all the way together so the big toes are touching. Let's do your first chair pose straight away. Squeeze the knees together first to activate the inner thighs. Sit your hips low. Sweep the arms up if it's there. Inhale, chair pose. And let's stand up as you exhale, hands to heart center. Sweep around. Reach up, inhale. Squeeze your glutes. Give it a slight back bend if it's there. Exhale, hands to heart center. Relax your arms by your side. Roll the shoulders back. Draw your pelvic floor up and sit into your second chair pose. Inhale, bum down, knees together, sweep the arms overhead. Hold it for one more exhale. Release the shoulders away from the ears. Take one more inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Fold yourself towards the thighs. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, high plank, step or hop. Hands shoulder distance, feet hip distance. Inhale, push your weight forward. Exhale, sinking through chaturanga. Feel free to leave it out. Meet me in downward dog. Make sure the elbows are pointing to the back of the mat. Neck is long as you press the feet into the mat. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Exhale, find downward dog. Always find your own way to get there. Hold your downward dog for a breath and find a stretch in your shoulders, feet hip distance, straight arms. Inhale, lift the right heel behind you into three-legged dog. And let's start opening and stacking the hips. Make sure the left arm is straight. Bend the right knee and pull the heel to your bum. Hold for a breath. Feel the lengthening in the shoulders. Maybe drop the left heel towards the mat. Inhale, level your hips and exhale, step the right foot behind the right wrist. So it's a shorter step than usual. Left heel flat and the left toes are pointing out 45 degrees. Bend the right knee and sweep the arms up. Warrior one. Square your shoulders and hips with the short side of the mat. I'm interlacing fingers, pointing fingertips up. Maybe Kali Mudra if you want. But the first two fingers are pointing up to the sky. Lengthen up to the sky. Bend the front knee. And again, feel that the left toes are pointing out only 45 degrees, not all the way out. Give your pelvis a slight tuck if you feel anything in your lower back. Release the arms, circle them around, and give me an eagle arm position. I would like to have the left arm underneath the right. Start hugging yourself first, and that might be enough if you hug yourself really tight. Make sure the right elbow is on top of the left. Or maybe release and carry on tangling the forearms together so the left fingertips meet the right palm. Bend the right knee slightly more. Give it a slight back bend. Take an inhale. Look up if you can lift your fingertips towards the sky and reach behind you. And as you exhale, hinge from the hip. Bring the right shoulder on the inside of the right thigh. Keep dropping the head and shoulders. Let the back of your shoulders open. Hang your head and take a breath here. Lift the head first. Start straightening back up. Give me another warrior one. Once you straighten up, release the arms all the way up. Take a big inhale. Exhale, high plank. Land the right hand in front of the right foot and shoot the right foot to the back into high plank. Feel free to leave out Chaturanga Dandasana. I'm pushing the weight forward. One more inhale. Exhale, sink through. Inhale, Cobra or Upward Dog. Long neck, please. Draw the belly button in just before you go into Child's Pose or Downward Dog. And hold the stretch for a sec. Hold it for a breath. Inhale, lift the left heel, three-legged dog. Let's start opening and stacking. Straighten both arms. Bend the left heel, pull it in a knee, pull the heel to your bum. Maybe drop the right heel towards the mat. Inhale, straighten the left knee. Exhale, step the left foot behind the left wrist. It's the shortest step. Right heel flat, right toes pointing out 45 degrees. Bend the left knee. Sweep the arms up, warrior one. Take a big inhale. I'm interlacing the fingers except for the first two, Kali Mudra. And then reach nice and high, level the hips, square them with the short side of the mat, bend the front knee. Make sure you're stable. Release the arms. Right arm underneath the left. Hug yourself, stretching the back of the shoulders first. And stay here, or eagle arm pose. I'm releasing the forearms and tangling them together. Right fingertips meet the left palm if it's there. Make sure you're bending the front knee. Give it a slight back bend by lifting the elbows, fingertips towards the sky. And maybe behind you. Take a big inhale. Exhale, hinge from the hips. Left shoulder comes on the inside of the left knee. Start dropping the head and shoulders. And let yourself fold forward to feel the stretch in the back of your back of your shoulders both ways. Make sure you're bending the left knee, draw the belly button in, lift the head first and start straightening back up. Once you're standing upright, release the arms, reach the arms up, take a big inhale. And exhale, high plank, left hand lands in front of the left foot. Shoot the left foot back. Leave out Chaturanga if you want, or sink forward, inhale. Exhale, sinking through Chaturanga. Inhale, Cobra or Upward Dog, press the feet into the mat. Lengthen the neck and draw the belly button in as you go through Child's Pose, or find Downward Dog if you want to leave it out straight away. Hold for one more breath. Inhale, bend the knees and look to the front. Exhale, step or jump the feet together in the front of the mat. Big toes are touching. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. Make sure your knees are squeezing the knees so the inner thighs are working. Sweep the arms up. And find the straight back on your inhale. Exhale, stand up, hands to heart center. Release the arms by your side and let's go again. Chair pose. Bum down, knees together, arms up. Take a big inhale. Exhale, hold and squeeze the knees harder if you can. One more inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, high plank, or sink through Chaturanga, or leave it out and meet me in Downward Dog. Take your time. Once you're in Downward Dog, wait for us. Make sure there is no back pain. Going through Child's Pose is always safer on the back. Hold your downward dog for one more breath. Inhale, lift the right heel, three-legged dog. Let's open and stack on your exhale. Try and drop the left heel towards the mat, but the left arm is straight. Inhale, straighten the right leg. Exhale, step the right foot behind the right wrist. Left heel flat, left toe is out 45 degrees. Sweep the arms up, warrior one. Square the hips. Release the arms, left arm underneath the right. Hug yourself, or eagle pose, left arm underneath the right. Once you manage to find the bind, give it a slight back bend. Take a big inhale, same as before. Hinge from the hips. Right shoulder comes on the inside of the right knee. Take one more breath to hang forward, to drop the head. Lift the head first. Start straightening up. Keep the arms together if you can. We're going to balance. Take a big inhale, preparing for warrior three. I'm hinging forward. It's going to be a tricky one. Lift the left heel and find warrior three. I'm still keeping the hands in an eagle position. Take your time. Make sure your back is straight. I'm still feeling the stretch in the back of the shoulders. Flex the left foot to the mat. Level the hips. I'm still keeping the hands together. Hinge up, bring the left knee into your chest, like a stalk pose, and let's double wrap the legs if you can. Left thigh on top of the right, and if that's enough, you can always tap the left toes onto the mat, or maybe if it's there, wrap the left foot, top of the foot around the right calf. Once you have it, sit your bum back. Keep the back flat just for a breath. And see if you can tap the elbow to the knee. So you need to fold forward. Start straightening back up. I'm still keeping the hands together. Untangle the legs and pull the left knee into the chest. Going through another warrior three. Left heel is traveling behind you. Anytime you need to release the arms, that is absolutely fine. We're almost there, I promise. Lengthen between crown of the head and the left heel. Make sure the left knee is straight. Bend your right knee and take a long step to the back of the mat. This time it's a lunge, so the left heel is pointing up. Give it a slight back bend again. As you're bending back, release the arms and bring the arms into a cactus. And finally, you're opening the chest. It should be nice. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Hinge forward and sweep the arms forward. Take a big inhale, reach all the way up, crescent lunge. And exhale, warrior two. Left heel flat, bring the arms into T. Look over your right fingertips, bend the front knee. Bring your shoulders above the hips, tug the tailbone, and release the shoulders away from the ears. Beautiful. Flip the right palm, reverse the warrior, take a big inhale. Exhale, cartwheel down, high plank. I'm going to frame the right foot this time. Shoot the right foot to the back. We are going to meet on our front. So make your way onto your tummy. Go through chaturanga if you want. Inhale forward. Exhale, sink onto your front and stay there. Roll the shoulder blades together. Give me a locust. I'm lifting head and shoulders, then reaching the arms to the back. Thumbs pointing away from your body. Draw the belly button away from the mat, squeeze your glutes, straighten your knees, point the feet to the back. And now lift the legs if it's there. Full back extension. But feel that the pressure is on the pubic bone on the mat. The belly button is actually coming away from the mat. Feel the squeeze between the shoulder blades. Take one more inhale. Exhale, come onto the mat. Bring the hands under your shoulders, feet onto the mat. Tuck your tailbone first, sit into child's pose, inhale. And exhale, find downward dog. Take a little breath, take a little break, and a stretch here. Let's do the other side. Lift the left heel behind you, take a big inhale. Squeeze the left glute, pull the heel to your bum, bend the left knee, exhale. Right elbow straight if you can. Inhale, straighten your hip, your knees. Exhale, step the left foot behind the left wrist. Pivot the right heel flat, but the right toes are only pointing out 45 degrees. Bend the left knee pointed to the front. Sweep the arms up. Warrior one. And then release the arms, circle all the way around. Right arm comes underneath the left to hug the shoulders, or carry on with eagle if it's there. Lead the right fingertips with the left palm. Slide back, bend, keep bending the front knee. Start reaching the fingertips up and behind you. Inhale. Exhale, hinge forward. Left shoulder comes on the inside of the left knee. And take your time. You're opening the back of the shoulders here. Keep pointing the left knee to the front of the mat. Lift the head first as you start straightening back up. Take a big inhale. I'm keeping the hands together because the balance is coming. Start hinging forward. Warrior three. Lift the right heel because there is something in the line of your side. That's why you're struggling so much. Try and look past it. Draw belly button in, level with the hips. Flex the right foot to the mat. Make sure your back is straight and you're not slouching forward, although it's really hard to do it in that position. Hinge back up. Bring the right knee to your chest, just preparation for the eagle leg pose. Press the right thigh on top of the left. See if you want to tap the right toes onto the mat for balance, or double wrap right foot around the left calf. Keep the back straight for a sec. Bend the left knee to sit your bum low. And see if you can round forward from the back and tap the elbow to the knee. Straighten your back first. Keep the arms together if you can as you stand up. Bring the right knee into your chest. Untangling the leg. And going back the same way. Warrior three. Push the right heel behind you. Find the horizontal line on the top. Make sure your back is straight. Your right knee straight. Hold for one more breath. And almost there. Start bending the left knee and step the right foot to the back. Long step. Right heel pointing up. This time it's a lunge position. As you inhale and straighten up, release the arms up. Give me a cactus. Squeeze the shoulder blades and feel the opening in the chest. Hinge forward, sweep the arms all the way around. Inhale into a crescent lunge. And exhale, warrior two, right heel flat. Arms in a T, look over your left fingertips. Bending the left knee above the left ankle. Finally, release those shoulders away from the ears. Flip the left palm, inhale, reach up. Reverse the warrior. Exhale, cartwheel down, high plank. Shoot the left leg to the back. Meet me on your front so we can do another back extension. Inhale, push your weight forward. Exhale, sink through and stay there. Let's do another locust. Start with the shoulder blades rolling together. Head and shoulders lift. Squeeze the glutes. Belly button comes away from the mat, straight knees. And start pushing the arms back, thumbs out. Start lifting the legs. One more time, draw the belly button away from the mat. See what happens in your back. Squeeze the shoulder blades, your glutes, straighten your knees. Lengthen the leg and the crown of your head to the front. See if you can tap your heels and toes together if it doesn't give you any back pain. Lift slightly higher, just for one more breath. And exhale, bring it onto the mat, feet hip distance, hands under your shoulders, hug the tailbone first. Inhale, sit back into child's pose and hold it there. Relax your arms by your side, head on the mat. Give it a little break here. Starting with elbow plank, and we'll take it into dolphin. Choose and leave out the bits. If you've got any issues on those shoulders, you might not like it. I'm spreading the palms. Elbows are shoulder distance, coming onto the forearms. I'm rolling shoulders away from the ears, tucking the pelvis, stepping both feet to the back and holding a forearm plank just for a breath or two. Start pushing your sternum through and your bum high. and walk the feet slightly closer towards your elbows. Feet are still hip distance. Just take maybe a couple of steps and hold. Make sure you're spreading those fingertips. The elbows are no wider than the shoulders. Let your armpit, your chest push towards the ankles. Draw belly button in, but turn the tailbone up. Feel the stretch in the shoulders if you can. If it's too much, maybe hold a plank. Maybe take a child's pose here. Drop the knees, sit into child's pose. Relax the arms by your side. Relax the forehead on the mat. Find downward dog. Reach the arms. Spread the fingertips. Tuck the toes. Lift the bum. Inhale, look to the front, bend the knees. Exhale, step or jump the feet together in the front of the mat. Make sure your big toes are touching. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, forward. Inhale, chair pose, squeeze the knees. Sweep the arms up. Exhale, stand up, hands to heart center. Excellent time to have a sip of water. Otherwise, I'm going to forget to give you a break. So I have a sip. Or just stand in the front of the mat. Are we okay? Can you give me a thumbs up or down? Thank you. Feet together in the front. Shoulders back. Arms by your side. Inhale, chair pose. Squeeze the knees, sweep the arms up. Exhale, hold. Squeeze the knees even more so the inner thighs are working. One more inhale, lengthen between fingertips and tailbone. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, high plank or sink through chaturanga or leave it out. Meet me in downward dog. You know what you're doing. Careful, no rush, plenty of time. Take one more breath. Find a stretch in the shoulders. Lift the right heel, three-legged dog. Take a big inhale as you lift and squeeze the glute. Stack and open. Pull the heel to your bum as you exhale. Left knee straight, left elbow straight. Inhale, level the hips. Exhale, step behind the right wrist. Left heel pivots flat. Square the shoulders and the hips. Sweep up into warrior one. Take a big inhale. Circle the arms all the way around. Left arm underneath the right for eagle pose. Once you found that, bend the right knee. Give it a slight back bend if it's there. Start lifting elbows and fingertips. Inhale. Exhale, hinge from the hips. Right shoulder on the inside of the right knee. Take your time. Drop the head and shoulders. Keep bending the right knee. Lift the head first. Straighten up. I'm keeping the arms together. We are balancing again. Once you straightened up, start hinging again with a flat back and find warrior three. Lift the left heel. Hold for one breath. Hinge up, left knee into the chest. Eagle leg position if you can. Left thigh on top of the right. Double rep if you can. Sit your bum low, maybe tap the elbow to the knees. Start straightening back up. Take your time. Bring the left knee into the chest. Warrior three. Make sure your spine is long as you start. Push the left heel to the back. Take your time. Find the horizontal line on the top. Step into lunge with a cactus. I'm landing the left foot in the back, left heel pointing up. Start straightening up, untangle the legs, the arms, And open the chest, squeeze the shoulder blades. Inch forward, sweep the arms around. Crescent lunge, reach up, inhale. Exhale, warrior two, left heel flat, look over right fingertips. Release the shoulders away from the ears. We've got another balance coming, I'm afraid. I'm so sorry, this is the last one. I'm reaching right fingertips to the front to half moon pose. Start taking off, standing on the right leg. Reach the right fingertips towards the front of the mat. Stack the shoulders and hips. Reach left fingertips to the sky. Flex the left foot out to the side. Draw the belly button in. See if you want to grab the back leg. Reaching the left hand back to bend the left knee and push the left foot into the left hand for the extra stretch, extra balance. Release into half moon pose. Take one more breath here. And step into goddess, a wide plie squat. Bend the right knee, step the left foot to the back. Once you've landed, make sure the toes and the feet are pointing outwards. Shoulders above the hips, shoulders back. And mirror the legs and the arms. Bring the arms into goddess. Sit it nice and low if your knees can take it. Tug the pelvis. And just for fun, see if you can lift the heels off. And then land the heels. Straighten the legs, turn the feet parallel, and interlace the fingers behind you. So we're going to open the front of your shoulders. Open the heart up, straighten the elbows if you can. Maybe press the heels of your hands together. Take a big inhale. Bend the knees and give me a wide-legged forward fold. I'm keeping the hands together. Take your time to drop the chest, head. Make sure you're bending the knees, even if it's just slightly, feet parallel. And then once you've got to the lowest point, see if you can lift the hands off your hips and drop the little fingers towards the mat. Feeling the inner thighs, the hamstrings stretching. Feeling the front of my shoulders. Anytime you need to release the hands, that is absolutely fine. Release the hands onto the mat so you can focus on the inner thighs and the hamstrings. So fall towards the mat. Have the hands wherever they need to be. If you want a headstand, please take it. Otherwise, stay with me. I'm focusing on the stretch. Reach the arms maybe behind you. Maybe grab the back of your legs and take a little stretch in those hamstrings, inner thighs. Once you're back in wide-legged forward fold, bend your knees quite generously. Bring the hands under your chest and flatten your back like a halfway lift. Draw the belly button in and sweep the arms up into a 5-pointed star. Take a big inhale and turn into warrior two again. Turn the right toes to the front. Find your stance if you need to. Bring the arms out into a T. Bend the right knee above the right ankle. Flip the right palm. Take a big inhale into a reversed warrior. Exhale, cartwheel down. But this time give me an easy twist. Cartwheel the left hand on the inside of the right foot. Turn the left heel up and the right arm is going up to the sky. Easy twist. Bend the right knee again. Make sure it's above the right ankle and send the left heel to the back of the mat. So you're straightening the left knee even more. Guys, we've got one side plank on this side. You can drop the left knee to a star pose or flick the left heel over and push the right foot to the back. I'm stacking the right foot on top of the left. Lift the hip high and reach the right fingertips towards the front of the mat. Lift the hip a little bit higher, just an extra strength. And circle the hand onto the mat. Give me high plank. Feel free to leave out chaturanga. Meet me in downward dog. Inhale forward otherwise. Exhale, sink through. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Press the feet into the mat. Exhale, downward dog. Take another breath here. Take another stretch in the shoulders. Let's do the other side. Lift the left heel behind you, three-legged dog. Take a big inhale. Open and stack. Exhale, pull the heel to your bum. Feel the opening in the hip. Inhale, level the hips. Exhale, left foot steps behind the left wrist. Right heel flat, 45 degrees. Sweep the arms up. Warrior one. Circle the arms all the way around. Right arm underneath the left. Eagle pose. Give it a slide back bend. Make sure you're bending the front knee. Inhale. Exhale, hinge from the hips. Left shoulder on the inside of the left knee. Drop the head and shoulders. Take one more breath here. Start straightening back up by lifting the head first. Keep the arms together. Level the hips. Center your shoulders. Warrior three. Hinge and lift the right heel. Find the balance. Take your time. Long back. Try not to slouch, even though it's really hard in that position. Right knee straight. Stand up. Right knee into the chest for preparation. Eagle leg pose. Right thigh on top of the left. Double rep if you can. Sit your bum downwards. And see if you want to tap the elbow to the knee. Straighten back up. Right knee into the chest. Warrior three. Right heel behind you. Find that long line on the top. Straighten the right knee. Draw the belly button in. I've lost my balance, but you nice and slowly step to the back of the mat into lunge. Make sure the left knee is above the left ankle. When you're reaching up, release the hands. Bring them into that cactus position so you can squeeze the shoulder blades, opening the chest. And then sweep forward one more time all the way around, crescent lunge. Inhale. Exhale, warrior two, right heel flat. Look over left fingertips. Find your warrior two. Last balance is coming up. Half moon pose. Reach the left fingertips towards the front of the mat. Little bit to the left, it helps. And take off. Lift the right foot, stack the shoulders. Reach the right fingertips to the sky. Flex the right foot out to the side. Draw belly button in, lengthen. See if you want to reach back with the right hand to press the right foot into the hand. Extra challenge on balance. And the hips and hamstrings stretching further. Release into half moon. Take one more breath here. Step into goddess. I'm bending left knee slowly. Stepping right foot behind you. And then once you're there, hips above the knees. Shoulders above the hips. Bend the knees, turn the toes out and the knees. Sit into goddess, mirroring the elbows with the knees. Tug the tailbone. See if you can sit lower. See if you can lift the heels with your knees. Hold it for 3. Hold it for 2. Hold it for 1. Heels on the mat. Straighten the legs. Let's open the chest again. Turn the feet parallel first. Interlace the fingers behind you. Try and straighten your elbows. Maybe Kali Mudra. First 2 fingers pointing to the mat. Heels of your hands together. Open the heart up. Inhale. Please bend the knees just to be on the safe side as you start folding forward. Drop the head and shoulders. Take 3 breaths here. Again, see how far you can drop the little fingers towards the mat to open the shoulders. If it's too much, release the hands onto the mat. Release the hands onto the mat. We've got 2 side lunges. I'm sitting onto the front of the mat. Hopefully that's your left leg. Turning the left toes out and sit into 1 side lunge only. We're going to hold it for about 5 breaths. Hands on the mat is good and sitting here. Make sure your right knee straight. If you can, point the right toes up to the sky. It might not be there. Keep the left elbow on the inside of the left knee. Go through your options if you've got them. Hands to heart center, lifting the chest. Might be popping the right bum cheek onto the mat. Might be reaching the right fingertips to the left ankle. And maybe left arm up. And reach over to the right foot. If you don't have these options, just use something that challenges you. I'm coming back through it. Lifting the right bum cheek, pressing the left elbow into the inside of the left knee, lifting the chest one more time. And wide-legged forward fold, hands on the mat for me, bum up high, turning the feet parallel and folding in the middle, just for an extra stretch on the hamstrings and inner thighs. Sit onto the right heel, turning the right toes out. Start sitting your bum down. Keep the right elbow on the inside of the right knee straight, maybe left toes up. Maybe hands to heart center, right knee pressing into the, right elbow pressing into the knee straight back. And maybe pop the left bum cheek onto the mat. Reach the left hand to the right ankle. Right arm up to lengthen the right side of your body and reach over towards your left foot. It might not be bad, but that's okay. Start coming back through. Just stop where you feel the stretch. Lifting left bum cheek, pressing right elbow into the knee, lifting chest again. One more wide-legged forward fold, hands down, bum up, turn the feet parallel and fold. Headstand or stretch with me. If you're stretching with me, think about something. I'm bending the knee slightly more. I'm turning the tailbone up and then folding. You're thinking about a flat back. That will give you a really good stretch in the inner thighs, in the hamstrings. If you want a pigeon toe, that might take it further. Toes in and heels out. Take one more breath. Make sure your feet are wide. Turn the feet parallel again. Bring your hands under your chest, straighten your arms so your back is flat. Bend the knees generously. Draw the belly button in and sweep up. 5-pointed start. Take a big inhale. Exhale, warrior 2. Turn the left foot to the front and bring the arms out into T. Reverse the warrior. Left arm up. Take a big inhale. And exhale, cartwheel down. Easy twist. Right hand lands on the inside of the left foot and the left arm is up to the sky. Turn the right heel up to the sky. Stack the shoulders. Side plank or star pose. Bend the right knee if you need to. Drop it on the mat or right heel over. Push the left foot to the back. I'm stacking left foot on top of the right. Lift the hip high. Left bicep to the ear to reach left fingertips to the front. Lift the hip even higher. Circle the left hand onto the mat. High plank. Guys, last chaturanga if you want, or leave it out. Meet me in child's pose. Come forward, inhale. Exhale, sink through. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Exhale, downward dog in your own time. Take one more stretch if you want a dolphin with me. You can drop the knees, you can leave it out, or keep the knees off and drop the elbows onto the mat no wider than your shoulders. And drop your sternum towards the ankles. Push your bum high, maybe lift the hips higher. Lift the heels higher if it helps. And when you're ready, meet me in downward dog. I'm lifting both elbows off, but dropping the knees first helps. Drop the sternum through again. Feel the shoulders stretching. And then bring the knees onto the mat. Lie down on your front. And stretch out your shoulders a bit more. Please be very careful with that. I'm starting with the right arm. Right palm comes out in line with the shoulder. Palm is flat. Bend the left knee. My left hand is still under the left shoulder. And roll onto your right side. So you start stretching out the front of your right shoulder. See if you can drop the left foot behind you, just to give yourself a little support. And start feeling the front of your right shoulder stretching. Relax your right ear onto the mat. See if you can point your left knee up to the sky. That will give your hips a bit more of a turn, but watch your back. See if you can reach your left fingertips to the sky, but the left thumb is pointing towards the front of the mat. Press the back of your hand behind you. Don't think about interlacing. Think about opening the front of your shoulders with an external rotation in the humerus, in the shoulder girdle. It should be nice in the biceps as well. Bring the left hand onto the mat and draw yourself onto your front, but leave the right arm as it is. Try not to move it for a couple of breaths. Relax your head. Relax your shoulders. Bring the right arm by your side, wiggle it down by your thighs. Give it a little shake, little movement anywhere it needs it. And then let's change over. I'm bringing right hand under the right shoulder and I'm pushing left hand out in line with the shoulder. Bend the right knee and roll yourself onto your left side with the help of your right hand. See if you can land the right foot behind you. See if you can relax your left ear onto the mat. Find the balance. Maybe the right knee pointing up to the sky. And see if you can reach the right arm up. Right thumb is pointing to the front of the mat. Press the back of your hand towards the behind you. And feel the shoulder stretching both ways. Mainly the left side, the left shoulder here. And make sure there is no back pain. Bring the left hand back onto the mat. Sorry, that's the right hand. Roll into your front. And just lie on your front without moving your left arm. Give it a little break here. Intense stretch. You might not want to move it straight away. Bring the left arm by your side slowly. Just wiggle it down. Move it around, shake it out, see what feels good. And then find yourself in child's pose. I'm bringing the hands under the shoulders, but please don't do a press up now. Gently, gently tuck your tailbone and just push back. Take a breath, maybe knees together, arms by your side, forward on the mat. Sit on your mat, on your bum. Get there however you want. Find a fancy way or come with me. I'm just turning around, popping my bum on the mat. Grab a strap if you have one. Forward fold with the feet together. Moving flush out of the way. Slide bending the knees, flexing the feet up. I've got feet together. Lengthen the spine first. Take a big inhale. And exhale, start folding. Grab under the knees with me, or maybe your feet, or use your strap. Take one more breath just to check in with the back. It's nice and straight, there is no tension in the lower back. And then relax the head and shoulders. Gentle pull, please, making sure you feel the back of your legs. Long breaths in through the nose, out through the nose. Sit up slowly. Hug the right knee in, right foot flat on the inside of the left thigh. Sit up tall and point the left foot up to the sky. Spinal twist first. Right fingertips behind you. Left arm up if you want to lengthen the spine. Inhale. Exhale, hug that knee with the left arm or press the left elbow against the right knee. Lengthen spine again as you look over your right shoulder. Press into the right fingertips to lengthen through the back. Relax and untangle. Glute stretch going onto your back is good. I'm putting the right foot, right heel on top of the left thigh. Sitting upright, again going on your back and doing a glute stretch that might be better for you. But I'm flexing right foot, left fingertips behind me to lengthen spine. Gentle push into the right knee, push it towards the mat, but try not to tilt the hip with it. So send the left bum cheek onto the mat and lengthen the spine. If you have the strap or a bit more mobility, see if you want to reach towards the left foot. If you feel that you're really rounding the back here, you might lose the glute stretch. See what works for you. I also like to press the right elbow into the right knee if you're in that position. Watch your knees, please. Release out of the stretch slowly. We are repeating these two stretches on the other side. Untangle the right leg. I'm sending the right leg long. Left knee in. Spinal twist first. Left fingertips behind me. Right arm up. Inhale, lengthen back. Exhale, hug the knee or press the right elbow against the left knee. Look over your left shoulder, keeping bum cheeks flat if you can. Feel the twist in the back. Take long inhales, and on your exhale you should be able to release the tension in the muscles. So you can stretch it further slightly. Unravel spine, glute stretch wherever you normally do it. I'm flexing left foot, putting the left heel on top of the right thigh. You will find where it wants to be, wherever your glute stretch is. I'm starting right toes pointing up. Right fingertips behind me to lengthen spine and gently pushing left knee towards the mat with the left heel of the hand. But send the right bum cheek flat on the mat. Don't let it lift. It's not a tilt in the hips. Stretching the hip joint. If you want to take it further, it might not be there. I'm reaching for the right toes. Try and level your hips, square them up with your right foot. So the shoulders and the hips are squaring up with the short side of the mat. And again, see if you want to press the left elbow into the inside of the left knee without tilting your hip. Make sure you can feel it in the left bum cheek, quite deep inside the glute. Stretch. I'm going to lean back onto my hands while straightening both legs. And we'll finish with the next stretches. Just give your legs a little break. Shake it out. And find a comfy seated position. I love to sit on my heels, but you might be happier on your bum, crossing the legs in front of you. Once you found your position, make sure you can roll, draw your spine up long neck. The right ear to the right shoulder. Hold for a breath. With the left side lengthening. Inside. Get the right side length. Come back to center. Look over your right shoulder. Back to center. Look over your left shoulder. A little bit different in the neck. Back to center. Drop the chin to the chest. Interlace your fingers and put the fingers on the back of your head, so you're gently pulling downwards with the head. Make sure you're careful with it. Release. Release the arms into your lap or your hands and roll your head all the way around. Take your time. Take 1 or 2 big circles. Keep breathing. Make them big. Feel the entire neck, but keep releasing the shoulders away from the ears. And changing direction. Take your time. Plenty of time. What feels good. See where you want to take your time. Once you're back to center, sweep the arms up, lift your gaze up to the sky, inhale, exhale as the heart center. Thank you everyone, namaste.